My name is Peace, and this is the story of my life. For many years, I was known by a painful name. People did not call me by my real name. They called me the woman without a child. Some called me barren. Some laughed. Some pitied me. Some hated me for no reason. I was married, but I had no child. When I married my husband, James, I was full of hope. I believed that love would be enough. I believed children would come easily. I dreamed of holding my baby and singing lullabies at night. The first year passed, no child. The second year passed, still no child. People said, "Don't worry, it will happen." But years passed, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, still no child. Each month, when my period came, my heart broke again. I cried quietly so no one would hear me. I cried and I asked God many questions, but I got no answers. As a married woman without a child, my life was not easy. Every family gathering was painful. Women gathered with their children. Babies cried. Mothers laughed. I sat quietly in one corner, forcing a smile. People asked me the same question every time. Is there any good news? When will you carry your own baby? Are you sure you are okay? Some questions were gentle, others were cruel. My biggest pain came from my mother-in-law. At first, she was patient, but as years passed, her patience ended. She stopped calling me my daughter. She stopped smiling at me. One day, she said loudly in front of others, "My son married a wife, not a stone. A woman must bring children." Those words stayed in my heart for years. She gave me the hardest work in the house. I cooked, I cleaned, I washed clothes until my hands were tired. Still, she was not satisfied. She often said, "You are eating food meant for children." I cried many nights. I begged God to change my story. Even outside my home, I was not safe. In the markets, women whispered when they saw me, "She has been married for 10 years, still no child." What kind of woman is that? In church, during naming ceremonies, I clapped and smiled, but inside I felt empty. Some women avoided me as if childlessness was a disease. My marriage began to break. My husband loved me, but pressure changed him. His friends mocked him. They said, "Are you sure you are a real man? Why are you keeping a woman who cannot give birth?" Slowly, my husband became distant. He came home late. He stopped talking to me. He stopped touching me. One night, he said, "My mother wants me to marry another woman." I felt my world stop. I did not shout. I did not fight. I only cried. I said, "If that will make you happy, do it." But inside me, I was dying. We went to many hospitals. Doctors checked me. They gave me probes. They gave me injections. They gave me hope, then took it away. Some doctors said, "Everything looks normal." Others said, "Maybe you should relax." Relax. How can a woman relax when her life is falling apart? Each failed treatment brought me more loneliness. There were nights I sat alone in the dark. I spoke to my empty room. I said, God, did I do something wrong? Am I not a woman? Why am I different? Sometimes I thought of leaving my marriage. Sometimes I thought of dying, but I held on. One Sunday, I went to church very early. I sat alone and cried. I told God, if you will not give me a child, give me peace. After the service, the pastor came to me. He did not ask questions. He only said, your tears are not hidden. Your shame will turn into joy. I did not understand, but I believed. 2 months later, I became weak. I felt dizzy. I fainted one morning. At the hospital, the doctor ran tests. When he came back, he smiled. He said, Madam, you are pregnant. I was shocked. I asked, are you sure? He said, yes, and not just one baby. My heart beat fast. He said, you are carrying twins. I cried loudly. People stared at me. I did not care. The pregnancy was not easy. I was afraid every day. I prayed. I rested. I followed every instruction. My mother-in-law changed suddenly. She cooked for me. She prayed for me. People who mocked me now greeted me with respect. On a rainy day, I went into labor. After hours of pain, I had two cries, two babies, a boy and a girl. My tears turned to laughter. My husband cried like a child. My mother-in-law knelt and said, forgive me. Today, I hold my children and smile. The woman who was mocked now has a testimony. My story teaches one lesson. Pain has an end. Tears have a season. Hope must not die. If you are listening to this story and you are suffering, remember, storms do not last forever.